Hey, bitch. JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Time for me to give you guys a little piece. I just want to give you guys a little piece on a few things. Okay. So make sure you're coming into the video, you're liking, and you're also subscribing to the channel. Okay. So make sure you're doing those things for me. And it's only just a little piece, like I told y'all, that I want us to tap into. And the first thing I want us to tap into is Tyreek Hill. All right, you guys know Tyreek Hill, and for those of you guys that do not know Tyreek Hill is a football player. If you guys seen the recent Netflix show that dropped, I believe at the beginning of this year or the end of last year, Wags to Riches. Well, his estranged wife is what I'll say. Miss Keita, she was a part of that show. They had been dating on and off for a few years. You know, this man has about 9 to 10 children, but that did not stop her from going on to, start a relationship with him again and saying, hey, if we gonna do this, like we need to not even just get back dating. We need to go ahead and just get married right out the gate. So Keita wanted to marry that man, go ahead and lock him in, go and get married to him. They went on down to the courthouse, they got married, right? With her knowing all of this information, he got about 9 to 10 children. Okay. She decided to continue to be with that man, and she ended up having a child by him herself. Now, I don't know this to be true, but in my personal opinion of the situation, I feel like we know why Keita really got with this damn man. Okay. Not only because they have a history with each other, but he secured like a super large contract. Like, with the money, millions of dollars. And I feel like Keita, you look like a damn fool marrying this man, knowing he got all these fucking kids. But I guess because he got money, it's supposed to be different for you. I suppose, right? Because he got money, maybe he'll treat you differently or whatever. I don't know what women be thinking, but ultimately, it was given a piece of for the bag. I'm sure she may have cared about him, yes, but it was definitely given a piece for the bag. But that is just my personal opinion on that matter. Do I feel a way about that? No. Okay, girl, listen. If he gonna let you goop and gag his ass, I hate to say it, goop and gag him. Okay, he allowed it. Out of all these broken homes he done made, he decided to, try to actually start something with you, and with, getting married to you and then having a child with you, only for that to not work out because he been a damn fool. But I feel like Keita been knew that before she even married to him. Like before she married him, she had many a years to really see him for who the hell he is. But I guess when people get money, it makes you feel like, oh, maybe he's a little different. Maybe he's grown up now. Maybe he'll do me differently than the other girls. I don't know what the fuck Keita thought. But whatever it was that Keita thought, she got in this relationship with this man. Things didn't seem to work out too much because it seemed like at one point she was feeling like she was doing a lot of stuff by herself with this baby they got. And I'm like, girl, you married a man that had damn near 8 to 10 children. That's one. Then you married a man who is in the league, who's like a very top player in the league, locking in a lot of coins. And you think he's supposed to always have time? Okay. Make it enough. Ain't that's what they say? Make it enough. Okay. Not on her end, but his end. Make some time. I guess that's what she was thinking. Make some time for the family. Okay. So that's what it is. Whatever. Okay. They ended up having a child together. Shortly after that, we learned about some type of a 911 call that was made accusing him of snatching the baby out the arms of her mother calling the cops or whatever, being involved. And then now here we are where Keita is claiming that he physically abused her at least 8 times in their 17-month marriage. Right. She says that he shoved a marijuana cigarette in her face. And I said, a marijuana cigarette. Y'all know what that woman meant. Okay. Y'all know what that lady meant. Period. When she says that. Now they're saying Keita details multiple instances where she says she suffered abuse at the hands of Tyreek, recalling an altercation that took place at their guest home in Southwest Ranches, Florida. She claims the argument stemmed from a conversation regarding a post-nuptial agreement. Things escalated, resulting in him allegedly pushing her to the ground and ripping her necklace. That's crazy. Now, who brought this post-nuptial agreement to the front? Right? Was it him bringing it to the front, wanting her to sign one? Or did he bring it to the front and she said, I'm not signing SHI? If she did say that, I don't fault her because you should have brought it to her to begin with. But I digress, okay? Now, they're saying the next incident happened just 2 weeks later in January of 2024. She claims Tyreek violently attacked her by throwing her to the floor, twisting her intimate body parts, and ripping her hair out. Ooh. Just 1 month later, another altercation occurred as they were leaving for the Pro Bowl. She claims Tyreek shoved a marijuana cigarette in her face, threw her suitcases out the door, and locked it behind her. Now, that's some messy SHI, girl. That's some messy stuff. Now, how old is Tyreek? That's another thing that I have to look at to see how old this man is, because the maturity is just not giving all the way there. And again, okay, so he's 31 years old. All right, I would expect more. I would expect more. But you also married a man that was reckless as fuck, in my personal, to go out here and father all these damn children, and then you expected different behavior because I guess you were supposed to be the wife. But why do I feel like some of this if it was physical in their relationship, I feel like it could have shown itself up in the past. Now granted, it's likely that it didn't show up in the past, and then now that he got all this money and ain't no telling what else he got himself into, maybe he has gotten a bit more physical. Maybe things could have gotten physical because now he has a woman that's right there at his side every time he go home, versus being used to coming home, coming and going as you want to, picking and choosing what women you're around versus who you're not around. But now you're actually married, and it requires, a bit more of you. So I'm not sure, but Keita is on his head top. Keita is calling everything out. I'm gonna be honest with you, Keita. It's not gonna go anywhere. I don't see it going anywhere. Unfortunately, this man is in the league. He has a ton of money. I think you should continue to speak whatever your truth is, because you have a right to tell your truth, regardless of who chooses to believe you or not. Is your truth. You speak on it as much as you need to. Unfortunately for the league, I see them looking over it, looking over it, not trying to take anything serious, not trying to do anything, not trying to stop him. Baby, you'll get punished. I hate to say this, and I'm not calling her a dog or an animal at all, but girl, if you were an animal, he would likely be punished more if you were an animal. Okay, on some Mike Vick type shit. Okay, now if he was out there abusing animals, he'll probably get more time, be sat down, be restricted. Ain't no telling what else, before he is punished by the NFL for anything that he's doing to you. And that's just what I think. Because I feel like when she first came out with the claims, either her or her mom, when we first learned about the 911 call, they weren't doing shit then. So they don't seem to be doing anything now. I think he ended up shortly securing another contract after that. But whatever it is, I don't see nothing coming from it. But collect your coins as you are so due, do them. Get your coins, making sure that your child and you are financially taken care of, more so that baby than anything. And we'll just see how this gon' play out. Okay, she was about married to this man about as long as Portia was to Simon. But it seemed like she gonna get a better end of the deal than Miss Portia, because her man ain't even in the United States. But at least Miss Keita, okay, may get a piece of a home or two potentially. She's gonna get whatever check she's supposed to get on a monthly basis, and she should be good. They go on to say it didn't stop there. Keita claims that there were about 8 instances in total where Tyreek allegedly laid hands on her, including one where she says he spat on her, and another when she was pregnant. Okay, in the suit, Keita went on to claim that Tyreek's behavior was extreme and beyond all bounds of decency. Okay, they go on to also let us know that Keita recently filed for a divorce following an incident at their Miami condo back in May of this year, and it looks like Tyreek may be coughing up a lot more than $500,000 a judge awarded just a few weeks ago. Okay, so Keita on his head top. Keita, get your coins, I suppose, girl. We all know why you was in it. Get in, get out, get your money, secure your future, girl. Good luck, Takita. Next thing I want to talk about is Charlie Sheen, y'all. If he don't go away from us with this, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't give a damn. They're saying Charlie Sheen opens up about his encounters with men for the first time. In the new memoir and documentary, says his experiences with men began when he was using crack. Charlie, I don't give eat motherfucker when your encounters with men begin after you sat your ass up there, what was it, 2014, many a years ago, talking about how you had HIV. And wasn't you out here hunching on people and they didn't really know about it, or whatever the case was? And then I just feel like the grace that is given to him and given to other folks, especially black folks, okay, or people of color, had they been found out to have been living with HIV, not telling nobody, whatever the case is, finally came out, told them what it was, that girl, they'll be thrashed and passed. And damn sure wouldn't be able to come down to no Netflix with no documentary trying to detail your life as if anybody's interested. And watch how the people be interested, because the people love a documentary, honey. Okay, And the fact that it's a new memoir and a documentary, to me, gives the opportunity for him to continue to shape the image how he wants to. Right? So I want y'all to be on Charlie Sheen's head top the same way y'all was over there on Jesse Smollett's, because y'all just didn't believe anything Jesse said. Still don't believe it. Still feel like Jesse was a liar. And that is totally fine. Believe what you want to believe, as I will too. But what I am going to say is the same energy y'all sat up there and gave to Jesse. You need to give a little bit more to Charlie and let Charlie know, baby, you could have kept this. We don't care. You owe everybody an apology for your the way that you brought yourself all down here and said and did whatever it is that you did. Okay, let me see what else they're saying. They're saying after having sexual relations with women for years, the actor decided to shake things up from kitty cats to eggplants. First of all, whoever wrote this article is disrespectful. He says, I flipped the menu over. I'm not going to run from my past or let it own me. Liberating. It's effing liberating to just talk about stuff. It's like a train didn't come through the side of the restaurant. A fucking piano didn't fall out of the sky. No one ran into the room and shot me. Charlie opened up more on Good Morning America, noting that his new sexual experiences started when he was using crack. Cue Judge Mathis, crack. Okay? That's what started it. That's where it was born or sparked. And in whatever chunks of time that I was off the pipe trying to navigate that, trying to come to terms with it, where did that come from? Why did that happen? And then just finally being like, so what? So what? Some of it was weird. A lot of it was effing fun, and life goes on. Like, I can't. After years of abusing drugs, Charlie ended up contracting HIV, which he spoke about publicly in 2015. And I remember when he talked about that and everybody drug his ass because he had been living with it, still engaging in sex with other folks and all of this other stuff, child. Recklessly is what the people alluded to, honey. And then here you go wanting to tell us about your encounter when you first started having sex with men. I feel like this motherfucker finna come play in the people face, and a lot of the people gonna sit up here and damn watch it. This comment right here, somebody says, let this been a black man. The comments and outrage would be much crazier, baby. The comments and outrage was much crazier with a black man, Jesse. Okay, just not too long ago when his documentary came out and the people was dragging him all over again. I need y'all to have the same energy for Charlie, baby. Either way, good luck. Let's move on. Let's get to Kiki Wyatt real quick. Because Kiki Wyatt's son came out. I guess he called her a homophobe or something like that, child. But I want to hear what the son had to say in response, and then we'll get into her response on what she had to say.
You're down if you were diagnosed with cancer as a teenager and your parent decides to publicly announce your diagnosis for personal gain and attention, but behind the scenes saying that your diagnosis is karma for you being a part of the alphabet mafia, and if they known that you were going to turn out like this, they could have kept their money.
Ooh.
Put a finger down if you were diagnosed with cancer as a teenager and your parent decides to publicly announce your diagnosis for personal gain and attention, but behind the scenes saying that your diagnosis is karma for you being a part of the alphabet mafia, and if they known that you were going to turn out like this, they could have kept their money.
BITCH, that's some shady shit to say about your child. And you saying this shit behind the scenes. Now, let me tell y'all, part of me is willing to believe this because, let me tell you, we don't be knowing these people in public. Okay? We don't be knowing these people for real, for real. So it's very likely that she would say that. But it's really tripping me up because the audacity of you feeling a way about him being a part of the alphabet mafia when you got enough damn children for each letter of the fucking alphabet. Like, are you okay? Like, is you cool? All right? And you over here talking about something you wanted to pay. You could have kept your money had you known he was going to turn out like that. I bet you wish you would have about kept that child that your ass done had more recently and been toting around. Let me not. Ma'am, just know that that's not nice, okay? I don't think that was very kind of you to do, to try and thrash your child behind the scenes, all because you do not approve of their lifestyle. But let's be very clear. A lot of parents do that. A lot of them do that. Hell, they'll do that even if it's not about you being a part of a certain mafia. But if you're just not going down life, doing life in the way that they want your ass to do it, they'll sit up there and thrash you and talk bad about you to other folks. You know, that's just what they do. But, you know, sometimes, like, your kids get older, you got to let them go do their thing. They're going to do what they want to do anyway because that's just how they is, and they grown now. It's only so much that you could, put off onto the parent once the child is at their big grown age. And if that's what he wants to partake in, let him partake in that. That's just how I feel about it. Like, ain't nobody talking. Well, I don't know what your son said, because you couldn't have said that about me, and I'm not fired back about you keep opening up your damn list of different men and having all these fucking babies, mama or not. I would have had to chew mama up on privately behind the scenes, though. Mama would have got chewed up, understand? And you still having babies, and that's it. Come on, Cardi. Babies, and that's it. You still out here having babies, and you got the audacity to try and talk about this one? I'm still your child. At the end of the day, like it or not, I'm still a part of you. Still have a piece of your DNA. What's going on, girl? Yeah. Now what's going on? You about to do more disgraceful things as you being a straight woman than he has done as being a gay man. But anyway, let's get into what Kiki had to say in response to this, because, girl, she's a mess. So Kiki says, listen, she says, I will publicly address this one time only. I love my son and I love all my children. I love all people. Anyone who truly knows me understands there is not a homophobic bone in my body. Like any parent, every day is not sunshine, but my love for my children never changes. I kindly ask that you respect our family, keep us in your prayers, and allow us the privacy to move forward in peace. Love y'all. Kiki, let me tell y'all love doing shit to the public and then be wanting to ask for privacy. Ain't nobody tell y'all to bring this to us. No way. Your son brought it to us. So you want privacy? Go have a conversation with your son first. Make sure that your son knows exactly how it is that you feel, and then maybe the people will allow you guys to have your privacy and move forward in peace. Okay? So I don't know. I love all people. Anyone who truly knows me understands there's not a homophobic bone in my body. Girl, I don't know what's in your body. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful or anything. Okay? But I don't know what's in your body. Well, I got an idea, but I'm not going to say that because it's not nice. But listen, I wish you guys the best. Good luck. Hopefully y'all can fix things now that he's, exposed you or put this information out there about you. So I hope that you guys can, get that together at some point. I don't have a homophobic bone in my body. I don't know. I don't know what she got. Like, wasn't her brother gay? I thought they had a pretty close relationship, but I don't know, and it's easier to say that you have my friends are gay or whatever. Yeah, but then there are people that wouldn't want their child to be gay either, and it would hit different. Like, you may feel like you're not a homophobe because, one of my closest friends is gay and I'm around this person, but it doesn't mean that you won't give off homophobic vibes or do homophobic things to your child. You know what I'm saying? Say certain things to your child because you do not respect their lifestyle, because you may have yourself on so much of a pedestal that you may believe, oh, my child could never be, or how dare, or whatever it is you got going on, ma'am. But yeah, it's very possible. Just like them racist folks be like, oh, I'm not racist. My best friend's black. Oh, okay. Okay, girl. And what they got to do with the other black person walking down the street? Okay? That don't mean that you won't be racist towards them. But anywho, child, or if your child brought home a black person, you could be friends with them, but that don't mean that you want your child to actually marry one and have children with one. Hello? But anywho, girl, that ain't none of my business. I just came to talk about somebody else's for a little bit. That's all I got. Just a little piece. I'm JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can feel the pool.